Universal Orlando Resort is getting ready for an epic summer, and I'm not even talking about Epic Universe. There are so many new things coming to Universal Studios Florida and Islands of Adventure for the summer. There's going to be a M3GAN meet and greet. There's going to be an Elphaba and Glinda meet and greet. There's going to be new food for Jaws and Jurassic Park, tons of new merchandise, lots of exciting things coming. So let's get started and talk about some of the latest Universal Parks news you need to know. Starting with summer stuff. There's going to be a lot coming. A lot of it is going to start on May 23rd. If you haven't seen, they are now decorating for the Jaws 50th anniversary. Unfortunately, there will be no tribute store for the summer, but it does feel like the tribute store has kind of just exploded all over the park. If you go to San Francisco and the San Francisco Candy Company, that is all decked out for Jaws. There's tons of 50th anniversary merchandise. I have a tour here on the channel of some of the merchandise that's available, but there is much more coming. There is going to be a sipper, and I believe there's going to be I think the sipper is the tank, and I think the popcorn bucket is the shark. Not totally positive. It looks really big for just a sipper, so I'm wondering if it's some sort of combo, but I guess we'll have to wait and see. I have heard that is delayed, but the official date for all of this Jaws anniversary stuff is May 23rd. So basically the day after Epic opens, everyone go to Universal Studios Florida because that's the place to be. Unfortunately, I bought a ticket to Epic, so I'm going to miss it all. I'll be at Epic, but that's fine. That's fine. But anyway, you should go to Universal Studios Florida on May 23rd for all of the Jaws things. There are 2 food booths set up over by Chez Alcatraz. Chez Alcatraz has a specialty cup for the drinks. I had an ocean attack the other day, and I got the cup. It's nice. It's like a plastic cup. It's like the Mardi Gras souvenir cup from this year. Like, it's a little thicker plastic than the Blinky cups, but it's still plastic. So nice little souvenir. I think with the drink, it was about $20 and change. So not terrible, but you can find that at Chez Alcatraz. And a lot of the Jaws merchandise is in San Francisco, but there's also a display in City Walk for all the Jaws merchandise. You can find that in a few other locations around the park. There is also, like I said, food booths set up there. So there's 2 food booths. So I don't know the menus yet. I think they'll open next weekend, probably on the 23rd when the official date is. They will also only be doing this Jaws summer through July 6th. So you can celebrate 4th of July at Amity Island through July 6th. So that's, there's photo ops there. There's the boat ride, the Jaws boat ride photo op is down there. There's a few other cool things. They did an excellent job setting this up. Even when you go in San Fran, you can hear the old music and the old spiels from the Jaws ride. So it's really kind of nostalgic in there. So definitely go check that out. Like I said, no tribute store this year, but when you walk in that, I feel like that feels like that could have been a room in a tribute store. So very cool, very nice. Even though I complained, I'm happy with the way things are going. Also, you'll want to stop by the Heraldry in the Lost Continent because they are also going to be doing a themed shopping experience for How to Train Your Dragon. The new How to Train Your Dragon live action movie is coming out this summer. So there's some special merchandise, and they're going to have a Toothless shoulder plush. Yes, I am very excited for that. I don't know if it's interactive. I don't know if it's just like a little plush that sits there or if it's going to be similar to the owls where you can make a sound and it moves. It looks like it's just a plush that sits there, but we'll have to wait and see. But I know a lot of people have been wanting a Toothless shoulder plush, so there you go. There's also going to be a few other things, and that's going to be in the Lost Continent. So right by where like Five and Dime, right where the All Hallows Eve boutique is, that's where that'll be. And that starts, I didn't put a date on my list here, but I think it might actually be next weekend too. I don't know, soon. Stay tuned for that one. I'm gonna try to see if I can find the date, and if I found the date, it's gonna be on text on the screen here. So go get your How to Train Your Dragon shoulder plush. I'm sure those will be popular and sell out quickly. So grab them while you can. Also on May 23rd, you can buy new Jurassic World Rebirth merchandise at Jurassic Outfitters and Dino Store. And you'll also be able to find some specialty food and beverages at Burger Digs, so check that out. I don't know what the menu items are yet. I'm hoping that we'll see a couple other little things around there. We've got a brand new popcorn stand, right across from the watering hole. So maybe we'll see some more special items. They did show one item for the Rebirth merchandise, but apparently there will be more. There will also be some photo ops. So again, sounds like a tribute store just somewhere else. So maybe that's the theme this year, is they're just gonna theme a bunch of different stores instead of one massive store. So we'll see how that goes. But you can stop by Jurassic Outfitters and Dino Store to get the Jurassic Rebirth merchandise starting May 23rd. Oh, I also saw that they maybe hinted at a new dinosaur in Jurassic Park. So we saw a bunch of new Jurassic dinosaurs out in Universal Studios Japan recently. So I'm curious if we're gonna get something similar to that. But I think with the new movie that we are gonna get a new dino of some sort. So stay tuned for that. I don't know if that's gonna start on May 23rd with the merchandise and everything else. I'm gonna be at Epic Universe, so I know there's a ton of merchandise that we're talking about. But new Halloween Horror Nights merchandise just came out yesterday. I have a feeling, it's pretty early, I have a feeling that we might get a Halloween Horror Nights announcement today, so maybe I'll edit that in later if it happens. But it's pretty early when I'm recording this, so nothing yet, but the merchandise did come out yesterday. It is Never Go Alone. Again. Maybe we're just gonna stick with that. So yeah, Never Go Alone, but it's kind of way different than last year. Last year looked like bright neon crazy. This is more subtle. It's kind of it's got a raven with an eyeball and some sticks, and it's just a different vibe. I think a lot of people are going to be excited for this year. Waiting on announcements soon. But you can get a shirt, a tank top, a candle, a shot glass, and a hat at the Five and Dime or the All Hallows Eve boutique. We also got merchandise for Rip Ride Rocket. So basically Farewell Tour 2025 merchandise. There's a shirt, there's an image on the front and the back, and then there is a magnet. You can find those at the little kiosk near Hollywood Rip Ride Rocket. The ride will permanently close in September this year, so say your farewell if you're coming this summer and grab your merchandise. They also have brand new merchandise for the 35th anniversary of Universal Studios Florida. It's kind of a really cool neon design. I'm really loving this merchandise. And there's going to be, I think, a special shirt for pass holders as well. So there's a new collection of neon merchandise, and then there will be something exclusive for pass holders as well. Since we're talking about so much merchandise, maybe grab the merchandise shopping card for $300 or $500 and get the free wand, because there is so much stuff to buy this summer. And there's going to be a new commemorative plaque for Hogsmeade. We are celebrating the 15th anniversary of the Wizarding World at Universal Orlando. So starting, I think, mid-June, it said, there should be a commemorative glass plaque of some sort that you can purchase in Hogsmeade to celebrate 15 years of the Wizarding World. So again, start buying those merchandise cards, because we've got Jaws stuff, we got Jurassic, we've got Harry Potter, we got How to Train Your Dragon, there's a lot, Rocket, Anniversary, and Halloween Horror Nights. I'm gonna be poor. Poorer. You know what I can afford? Meet and greets. I can afford a meet and greet. Those are free. We will have some new specialty meet and greets this summer. The biggest one I think you guys are going to be excited for is the Elphaba and Glinda meet and greet at the Wicked Experience. You guys might remember when they had their opening with the media, they had the characters, and then they did one day of surprise and delight where the characters met actual guests in the park. And so a lot of people were really disappointed that wasn't a permanent thing, but it is returning for a limited time. You can meet Elphaba and Galinda starting June 23rd through August 10th. So they're going to be there basically all summer long. So make sure, if that's a thing you want to do, stop by and check them out. That is, I'm sure, going to be very popular. Hopefully not, Grinch meet and greet style wait times for them, but we will see. I know they'll be popular. Another popular meet and greet that's coming back, but only for a brief time. Actually, I know I just said meet and greet. I don't even know if it's a meet and greet. I think it's a meet and greet. Is it a meet and greet? M3GAN is returning. And if you didn't know, M3GAN used to just, M3GAN had a flash mob that just popped up randomly, and people kind of hated it because during Halloween Horror Nights, you had to either stalk the M3GANs to try to find them, or you never got to see them. So yeah, I'm not sure. The way this was worded by Universal, it wasn't really clear on whether it's going to be like M3GAN's standing there, you can wait in line to meet her, or whether M3GANs are going to just pop out of somewhere like surprise and delight. Stay tuned for more. I don't think people really liked the way the M3GANs worked during Halloween Horror Nights, so I hope it's going to be a little more structured meet and greet. So stay tuned. But M3GAN will be there June 10th through June 30th. So very short period of time. The new movie comes out at the end of June, so they're just going to have her there for, hyping up the movie. So watch out. And in other news, you can no longer smoke inside the parks at Universal Orlando Resort. The only designated smoking sections are outside of the park. There are, I think, 3 locations in City Walk, and the same smoking areas right outside of Islands of Adventure and Universal Studios Florida will remain, but the ones inside the park are gone. They have put signage that the park is no smoking now. They've taken away all the ashtrays, so just if you are a smoker, be aware that you now have to exit the park to smoke in City Walk, and if you're at Epic Universe, you have to exit the park, and there's a smoking section over by the bathrooms outside of the gate. So no longer smoking inside the park. I'm very interested to hear some of your thoughts. I know a lot of people are not fans of smoking in the park. I know during Halloween Horror Nights, a lot of people just smoke anywhere. So I'm going to be interested to see how this goes. Yeah, so I would love to hear your thoughts on it. I'm not a smoker, so it doesn't really affect me, but I do know a lot of smokers, and I do know people that stopped getting annual passes to Disney when Disney took smoking out of the parks because they didn't want to go and have to leave the park. So I know those people are going to stop buying annual passes to Universal next. I just know how they are. So I know people that this impacts, so I would be curious to hear about you guys. So let me know in the comments. We also have a quick look over at Frisco, Texas here. They are making some progress on the Universal Kids Resort that is got a built-in in-park hotel there, and then they're going to have a few different themed lands, and that is under construction now, as you can see from the video. Not too much happening. You can see a lot of the hotel structure there. I know they're kind of adding a few little things right there, but hopefully I will have more updates from Texas for you guys. Thank you to the people that are getting me the footage. I don't know if you want me to name you, so I'm not, but if you do, I will happily shout you out every day. Thank you so much for the footage from Frisco. Over in Vegas, we have some new details for Horror Unleashed. That is the year-round Halloween Horror Nights type of experience coming to Las Vegas. It is going to open August 14th this year. They have announced the houses, but not too much about the scare zones. I think they're calling them areas or something like that. But they have announced one of them related to Texas Chainsaw Massacre. They're going to have the house walkthrough experience of Texas Chainsaw Massacre, but then one of the areas is going to be Kill Vault, which is going to have rusty knives and things hanging, and there's going to be like psychotic serial killers and surgeons that are after you. So that's going to be one of the areas for the experience. They have also announced one of the dining options will be Rough Cuts, which will feature chainsaw-themed food, I guess. So very on theme. I hope they bring back that Leatherface cherry pie. That was one of like the most iconic HHN foods. It was beaten by the marshmallow, the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man, but right under that would have been the cherry pie for me. And I think that might be all of the Universal Parks news I have for you today. Thank you guys for watching. Special shout out to all my patrons. I appreciate everyone here. If you have a moment, if you can like the video, that would really help my channel grow. I am trying to, make this channel something, so I appreciate all of your support. Don't forget to subscribe, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.